for young dentists out there looking to start their first practice, looking to get the retail space, and convert it into a dental practice, which is, just amazing. What advice would you give to, the young dentist, first time out, going through financing, all that, to, anything from planning to construction, just a good piece of advice for them?
Okay. I think a great thing to do is to visit offices. Visit other offices, your colleagues, go online. We did that. We were looking for colors. It's a reflection of your personality. It's funny, someone was in here today and they looked around and it was a certain company that deals with like their mascot as like animals, and they said, oh, you don't have many animals here. Well, I said, well, that's not my look.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason, it's not me, and he said, yeah, I could tell that. But the animals aside, I wanted it to be a reflection of my personality and what I want to reflect to my patients. Clean lines, trendy colors, a modern feel, a feeling of open floor plan. So you really have to understand how you want to practice and how you want your patients to view you first. And once you know that, then my best advice would be to, again, go visit these practices, now there's the website. When I first was building, there weren't websites.
Mm-hmm.
I was like one of the first websites, so I had to kind of come up with it myself. But now you can look online at designs, at colors, at what's in vogue and trend, what's coming up, and that'll give you a good launching point. Then, of course, you have to decide how busy and how big you want to be and how much you can afford. From there, you definitely have to interview more than one architect and builder and understand if they have your vision and understand how you're going to work, whether you're a general dentist, you're a specialist, and how you want to conduct your office. I mean, look, if you're an office that's going to be beyond busy taking plans, then you better have a lot of chairs, because you're not going to produce enough if you have 3 chairs. On the other side, if you want to be this very boutique small office, then you don't want a huge clinic type of office. So you have to understand yourself before you move forward, and when you're interviewing those builders and architects, let them know the way you intend to practice and the way you see yourself in your practice. Then, the thing that kind of sealed the deal with Domani, aside from the fact that, I did look at a few architects, and they came very highly recommended. Domani was newer on the market. I had met a lot of these other builders and had heard about them so many years ago, and I kind of knew their styles. I did want to be a little different. I think that was a goal of mine as well, that I just didn't want to use the same person that my colleague had used and someone else had used, and Domani being a fresher, newer face, I said, you know what, I'm going to be open to them. But I wasn't sold, because new wasn't always better, but at least I gave them some shot. And when they came in, what I liked is that Massimo brought a whole team in. It wasn't just him looking around and saying, well, oh, I can do this, yeah, I'm gonna, and it was just cookie cutter. He really took the time and effort to bring in, all the subcontractors to see what the place looked like and get their input. So I think he also used the team approach, which I always use in my practice. And I saw the subcontractors, and I thought they seemed like decent guys too. They asked me questions, and that was important as well. Also, I didn't know what to expect hearing about Domani, but I found Massimo's demeanor to be extremely calm. He just impressed me as someone that I could work with. I just knew immediately that I could work with this man. If things were going to be bad, if things were going to be great, if I was going to be completely indecisive and not know anything, I just knew that from the start, these guys would help me through the process. And that really made it all worthwhile, and I was right. So I'm glad I chose them.